No matter how difficult it is, you have to force yourself to cut all contact indefinitely. Checking her socials is also something you don't want to do anymore. That's the fastest way to heal from this. Don't seek answers, because there isn't any. She could write you a novel, why she did it, and that wouldn't be enough. What's done cannot be undone anyway, so just move on as best you can. I wanted to stop, but I'm just so weak-minded. My whole world has crashed down on me. I no longer know what I'm going to do with my life. I'm really beating myself up. Mine left when I was in hospital, apparently dying because of leukemia, because I was too much work. Sounds like the trash took itself out. You'll find someone better. Don't be surprised when she comes around knocking someday after it doesn't work out. Don't be surprised, but prepare for the possibility and prepare for quickly closing the door on that. I know for me, it helped to double my focus on my work and my personal goals. I got back into old hobbies and reconnected with my friends and family. You'll still wake up at 2 in the morning feeling dejected, but that's okay. Time to love yourself, bud. Keep your head up. Thank you. I'm still in the deep end trying to get out. I was a few months in on a tour of Afghanistan and got 30 minutes a week on the satellite phone to call home. The way I chop it up is 15 minutes for family, 15 for the GF. Same time every week. Anyway, she starts sounding busy or annoyed that I'm calling. Then she starts not picking up. Then when I do get through 1 week, she's telling me about how hard her uni course is and how I can't understand or give her what she needs. Eventually I break it off, and when I get back I discover she was cheating on me basically the entire time. It took a while to shake her. She'd call and text wanting to get back together, tell me her parents missed me, send me pics, etc. She went all in when I got back. Anyway, so it turns out she had gotten pregnant and the dad left her on finding out. She's got a hard life now, and I wish things had turned out better for her. Oh gosh, that's rough. Thanks for sharing. It's a tough thing to go through. Feeling of betrayal is gut-wrenching. But what can you do? People make choices, and people want different things, and some people do pretty shitty things. Don't feel like you're not good enough, or did something wrong. She did. But live and learn. Every relationship will teach you more about what you want and don't want in the next one. If she was willing to find someone else, then she wasn't going to be the right person in the long run. It's heartbreaking until you find the next person to develop feelings for. Then you will be happy things worked out the way they did. Thank you. Still healing slowly. You were dumped long before it actually happened. Been there, done it. Had a friend go to a therapist because his marriage was on the rocks and his wife refused to go to said counseling. He said he took the therapist through the details of their marriage and what had been going on, and the therapist said, "You need to realize a hard truth. Your wife has emotionally divorced you a long time ago." It absolutely shook him to his core to realize that. It's what he needed to hear. Married twice and divorced twice as they both cheated. My biggest disappointment was when I saw the other guys. I was like, you cheated on me for that. I've now been single for the last 11 years and they've been the best years of my life. I'm sorry to hear that, but glad that you're doing better now. Lay low for a few months. She was just practice. Do not lose sight of who you are. Life goes on with or without her. Eventually you will find yourself a newer partner. Honestly, reading every reply in this thread and reading posts like ops makes me really scared of dating and discourages my trust and confidence in humanity, even though I'm mega lonely. At the time I had death in my eyes, but as time elapsed I realized it was a grace and favor. She was a fucking nightmare. I had death in my eyes too. Then I realized we were causing each other so much hurt. You are valuable, and you deserve love, and care and loyalty. My heart goes out to you, bro. I know this is difficult to hear, but it's important to remember that what people do has very little to do with you, and almost everything to do with them. We're all scared and insecure and trying desperately to get our needs met. We are often blind to how our action affects others. We hurt people who don't deserve it. It sounds like you don't deserve this, but on the flip side you're now free of someone who never deserved you. So there's some solace in that. Something similar happened to me many years ago. I used it to motivate me to change for the better. Take care. I really mean that. Take good care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be with people who nourish you emotionally. Watch things that make you laugh. Start something new. Get tons of sleep. Cry your fucking eyes out. Take up boxing. Make a goal to add 10 kilos to your bench press. Whatever makes sense to you. Take the pain and use it to drive you forward. Become better. It's the only meaningful revenge. Thank you for your wise words. Stand up. Get busy. Move on. No need to dig to find out why. The reasons. Blah blah blah. Get out of the house. Get involved with a hobby or two. Stay busy outside. Read some great novels when home. The faster you start, the faster you move on. It's also important to feel his feelings. If he constantly distracts himself and doesn't allow any actual healing, it'll just build up. A lot of people will tell you to keep yourself busy/occupied. It's not that simple for everyone. The most important thing to remember is to give yourself time. If you cared for her, you're gonna have moments of pure sadness and dejection. And that's okay. It's all a part of healing. My longest serious relationship lasted 2 years, and it took many months to start feeling better. The important thing is now you can continue to emotionally mature. You know what this feels like, and if you keep your head on right, you'll come out stronger. Thank you. That actually resonates with me. Sometimes our journey of self-discovery requires a detour into the heart of darkness. Ain't that the truth, big bad booty daddy? She probably made the decision way before and was looking for the right time to jump ship. There's nothing you can do because you weren't even aware of what you needed to do. Best advice is to reflect, focus on yourself, and heal. Slowly trying to pick myself up, I realize how empty I have become while I was trying to save the relationship. I'm so hollow. I can't do anything without wanting to just break down. She did you a favor. Now you know she was never reliable. Dude, it sucked. The rejection you feel only gets amplified by your own criticism that you are not a good enough guy, so she went for someone better. Do not, I repeat, do not believe this lie. Your mind is gonna play a lot of tricks on you. It took me almost a year to heal, but as time went on I really saw how hard she was trying to abuse me on an emotional level. I filled my time with things I loved. Family, hobbies/projects. I was in college at the time, so I focused on my studies. I also focused on my faith, Christian. The rest of the time I filled up with comedy, funny YouTube and video games. Grab every opportunity you can to make yourself smile and laugh. You'll thank yourself later down the road. You sound like a fun guy. Thanks for the encouragement. She rented an apartment with other 3 people due to money reasons and started growing attached with another guy. They were very close friends at the start, but when she asked me if it was okay if she went on vacation with him, she got more vacation days than me. It woke all my alarms. We were thinking on going to live together. Not so after that trip. A month after the vacation she dumped me, and now they share a house together. Yes, you will be heartbroken. Take your time to recover and use all that spite for something good, to improve yourself, and don't look back. Her life is nothing. She doesn't exist. Go no contact as soon as possible, and seek help on the people willing to listen and stay there with you. Your friends and family love you, remember that. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. Sometimes I feel like someone better comes along, changes their mind, and it's just better to let them go and be happy. But it really hurts that it wasn't me. My girlfriend of 2.5 years dumped me for another guy. I eventually joined the army to get away from the situation. Was the best decision because I met my wife due to where the army sent me. We've been married for 13 years now. My ex-girlfriend cheated on me and we broke up. As an act of petty revenge I fucked her best friend and roommate. My best friend and his GF broke up in 2015 because she cheated. My friend fucked her best friends. Then she tried to *** me, but I told her no. She was pissed. I went crazy trying to prove I was better than the other guy who was one of my friends. I'm just gutted, being chosen over a slimeball. Gosh, I'm in a similar situation, that he was a friend of mine. She chose me over him back then, but they started connecting again and now she chose him over me. So I don't think I can prove anything. She was keeping him as a backup. Love is not the same for everybody. To some it's more of a convenience and they don't take it seriously. Anyone that starts messing around with somebody else before breaking up, anyone that is even open to interactions in that way while with someone, belongs to the streets in my opinion. You deserve better and your ex didn't deserve you to begin with. Stay strong brother, you got nowhere to go but up. Focus on yourself, hit the gym, hang out with friends, do everything that you feel like. Better times will come. Edit. As to my own experience, I was in a serious relationship, or so I thought, with this deeply troubled woman. I cared for her, provided for her, and gave her the life she has today. She was toxic, couldn't keep friends, and kept getting shunned, so I encouraged her to talk to this online friend she made, and she ended up talking to him all the time, while telling me not to worry. I gave her the benefit of the doubt, and watched as the lies piled up. Thought we had something special, but I realize, now that she's a straight up narcissist with no empathy or self-awareness. I wish her all the best, even though she wounded me deeply. In fact I pity her. If one thing is clear it's that I deserve so much better than her. I'm not perfect, but at least I'm not a lying and toxic cheater. My wife cheated on me with a coworker then married the guy about a year and a half after we divorced. It took me about a year to start entertaining the idea of dating other women. Unfortunately when I did reach that point I went a little crazy and slept with too many women which coincided with a good amount of drug use. I do not recommend that. After a year and a half of that I started seriously dating a girl. She was a great girl, but I was still a little hung up on my ex which ruined that relationship. After we broke up I gave it another year and that's when I met my now fiancé, getting married in November. I know it sucks really bad right now BC it's fresh, but I promise you that as time wears on you will realize how much better off you are. Having a treacherous woman like that in your life is toxic, and you deserve much better. After going through trials like this, you'll come out the other side a stronger person. My advice to you is take your time and allow your heart to heal. Work on yourself during your time of freedom. Read some books, hit the gym, find some new hobbies, make new friends, get closer to God. If you're religious, strengthen your bond with family etc. If she leaves you for another guy the only rational reaction is to celebrate and be sorry for the new guy. I understand that it can sting quite a bit right now, but realizing it's better now than any time later is crucial. You can only gain from this. I'm sorry for him, but maybe he can love her better. I think the overall happiness in the world just went up. I guess this is what it means by letting go, because you love someone. I'm 45 and married with 2 kids. I was probably dumped for another guy half a dozen times. The best thing you can do is to learn from the experience and not make the same mistake again. One girl decided to go after my best friend. I didn't need friends or a girlfriend like that, so I stopped hanging with those kinds of people. I was the rebound from one's abusive ex-husband. She left when I wasn't an asshole and went back to the abuser, so I stopped dating reclamation projects. I had really bad cheating vibes from a girl, but our mutual friends told me everything was cool. When she cheated, I vowed to always trust my instincts, not my friends. Every single one hurt. I cried for all of them. There were times I'd feel it coming on in public and hope that I could keep it tamped down until I got home. Some days I was glad I had found out they were cheating early. Some days I just missed the S*** out of them, or wondered what I had done wrong. But at the end of the day, everyone made me a stronger man. Use this opportunity to learn, not just about the girl that hurt you, but also about yourself. It's going to suck. You'll feel terrible, but you can turn it around, and use it to make yourself a better person. Good luck my man. My first wife cheated on me while I was serving in Iraq, divorced me when I got home, and married the guy. Hurt like hell. Wanted to kill the guy. Then I realized he did me the biggest favor. Met my second wife 2 years later, and we are still together and happy. Hopefully it turns out the same way for you. Had a girl leave me for my best friend after 6-year relationship. It's the worst feeling in the world, but I can agree that no contact and blocking them on all platforms is a great first step towards healing. Understanding as well you'll never have the answers you might be searching for in getting closure. It's a long road ahead, but there is a path to feeling better. In the words of Red Green, I'm pulling for ya, we are all in this together. Went through a similar situation with my ex. My father shared some wisdom with me that helped, and hopefully it will help you. He said, do you really want to waste your time with someone who decides out of the blue who they want and don't want in their lives? I disagree with another post in regards to finding out the why. You'll already be on a low, and getting faults or criticism won't help. If there are things fundamentally wrong in your behavior you should be able to tell by yourself or with friends. An ex will either try to spare your feelings or reel off a list of things. Often there is not much benefit in trying to change yourself. Just reflect on the good times. Not many things are forever, be happy for the good times. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, get out there, have fun, and you'll find someone ex. If there are things fundamentally wrong with your behavior you should be able to tell by yourself. Nope. That's fucking stupid. You need feedback. Often there is not much benefit in trying to change yourself. Nope. That's fucking stupid. Grow up. Just reflect on the good times. Of course. Doesn't mean you don't learn from the bad ones.